Are there any questions? Otherwise, we move to Dr. Guru Jagan Murugeshan. Jagan, could you just speak a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So you can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Jagan.
Okay. So hi. So my name is Guru Jagan. So I'm also partly associated with the DH program. But basically, I'm a linguist who works on languages. So my area of specialization is trying to find out those areas of languages which are kind of undergoing some sort of an endangerment. So it's not completely endangered, but something it's undergoing endangerment sometime in the future. So we go do the field work among the native tribal communities. We record their language and then we run an analysis. So that's basically what I do as a part of my research. And then also as a part of our DH program, there is one course called Perspectives in Literature and Language. So where we introduce these kind of courses. So now with the UN report becoming famous about the kind of importance that we have to give to our native languages, which is also specified in the NEP 2020. So the research around the language and also building a digital archiving about the language which are fast disappearing, those are also considered to be an important aspect of the program there. So as a part of the course, we just give a brief introduction about the linguistics as such, right? So we give what is the basics of doing such field work, or what exactly we mean by language. So that those aspects will be covered as a part of this introductory course. And then there are many open elective courses that which we offer. So many DH students have taken this time. So that's on a course called the sentence structure. So as a part of this course, what we do is that we actually go to the field. So previously I described about how we collect data and all. So we give a hands-on experience to the students to go to the field and collect the data and how to interact with the native tribal communities and how to make a contacts with them and what are the things that which we need to work around. So those are the areas that which we will cover as a part of that course as well. So which students presently that which we have find it quite useful, and also they are learning a lot. So those are the basic area that which we cover as a part of linguistics that comes under the DH program.
Thank you, Jagan. Uh, Now I request Dr. Kanak Yadav to speak a little bit about herself.
Sure, Natasha. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this open house. I think the coordinator, Dr. Paricha, has very clearly elaborated what DH as a discipline tries to do and how IIT Jodhpur has sort of been one of the first in India to be doing so. And same here, Natasha has also explained. So one of the courses that I co-teach is place and identity in the digital age. My primary area of specialization is literature and culture. And what this course tries to do is tries to problematize the notion of space and culture, that space is not really coming up in a vacuum. It is also part of the larger process. So I think the entire curriculum is built in such a way that you learn digital tools, you learn different kinds of methods, but you also read critical theory and humanities. So digital humanities, given the field, is also a very a course that lies in a very interdisciplinary manner at the cusp of digital technology and culture. I think these courses that we teach in terms of place and identity, they're also sort of problematizing the notion of what is digital culture, how do we interpret it using different methods and tools. So the course that I and Dr. Sridevi co-teach this time is pertaining to the construction of space, spaces being produced, reproduced, and identity. And apart from that, I think the DH as a field is an emerging field, and there are various methods to it. So this discipline sort of deals with this sort of contestation from the very beginning. We are sort of trying to deal with digital humanities in global south and global north, what it sort of means. So if you have any questions pertaining to the specific course that I teach, I'll be happy to answer, and I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yadav. Now, may I request Dr. Prasenjit Tribhuvan to uh, share a few words with you all.
Hi. I hope I'm audible. Hello?
Yes, Prasenjit, we can hear you.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes, we can
yes.
hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, I cannot turn on the camera. I'm sorry. So I'm Prasanjeet. So I have done my computer science engineering, and after which I have come to sociocultural anthropology. So my work is some part of my work is at the intersection of some part of my work relates to sociocultural studies of technology and studying the intersection of technology and community. So that's what brings me to DH. And I teach methods, some parts of the methods course, and also some courses which again study technology and its life in the society. Yeah. So and all the best for the applicant. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dr. Nitish.
Thank you, Dr. Tribhuvan. Now, may I request Dr. Rajdeep Konar to introduce himself and share a few words with the students?
Thank you, Natasha. Sorry, I am unable to open my camera because where I'm traveling, and the place where I am, the network is not very good. So I hope that it will not be sort of unwelcoming towards you all. And I all the best to you, all of the applicants. My name is Rajdeep Konar, as I have already, as Natasha has said, and my area of expertise is cultural studies, literary studies, visual culture, theater and performance, and archives. So these are my areas of interest. At present, I'm teaching a course called Archiving and Databases as part of our MSc and DH program. So there is another one fractal course that I'm teaching, which is called Digital Archives. So basically, we have a couple of courses on the aspect of a very growing sort of area of digital archives, and which proves to be a very important sort of a player in the field of history and other sorts of discipline. It's an interdisciplinary field, and it sort of fills a gap as far as also community archives are concerned. I mean, many times that state or the other institutional archives which are there, which are not able to reach in certain areas to certain communities, to certain individuals, but digital medium and because of its flexibility, because of its openness, is something, and because of its also certain kind of an inherent democratic framework, that it can be used as a bottom up archiving approach. And all of this we learn in this specific course. I have also designed one course now pertaining to performance and digital media. So there we look at theater and performances which are mediated through digital media, and also we look at digital media through the lens of performance, through this lens of performance studies, which has come up as a discipline. So these are the kind of areas within DH that I am associated with and with which I'm working. Also, another of my area of interest is disability. So I am interested in developing this area, particularly in areas of accessibility, digital accessibility as for the disabled, particularly in India and South Asia. So that is an area also which I am interested in developing in future. So that's all from my side. So I will be very happy to answer any questions if there is from any of the applicants. And once again, all the best to all of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Konar. Now, may I request Dr. Sridevi to say something to you all?
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Natasha, for. I'm Sridevi, and my area of work is primarily related to literary studies, and I'm looking at different forms of narratives and how does certain concepts of time and certain concepts of senses work in that. So that is my area of work. And as far as DH is concerned, as Dr. Kanak mentioned earlier, I co-teach a course on plays and identity. Since she has explained it in detail, I'll not go into that. But I also offer a course on seminar, which is a seminar course in digital humanities, where we discuss the basic definitions of the term, and also the institutional history of this discipline, and also what are the current debates that are there in the field of digital humanities. And in that course, since it's a discussion forum where we talk about how certain disciplines look at this, certain discipline raises certain questions on digital humanities, etc. And I also focus, since I do specialize in literary studies, I also focus mostly on the practices of reading, which I also cover a little bit in the methods course. So these are some of the uh, courses that I deal in digital humanities. And if you have any questions related to these, I'm happy to answer that. And all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Sri.